Dear Mom, I was only 7 years old when I learned to be a peacekeeper and a child of divorce. Megan and I were wearing those itchy spring dresses you always wanted us to wear. You fidgeted while driving. Then you told us a woman was going to watch how we interacted with you and Dad. When we entered the dark and cold room, there were a few bookshelves and 2 baskets of toys for toddlers. I gravitated towards the books. You came in and sat on the ground with me, and we picked to read the Lorax. You helped me read through the book, reassuring me with every hesitation and each unfamiliar word. We laughed about how the bears in the book looked like our dog Sassy. In your teacher-like fashion, I remember falling deep into the book and forgetting there was a woman even watching us, noting our every move. It had been a few weeks since I'd last seen him, since it was getting difficult for us to travel an hour away. With how sweaty he looked, I thought he ran a marathon right before this. He decided to sit in the chair, while I stayed on the ground, still fully immersed in the Lorax. He tried talking to me while I was reading, but I kept reading to myself. I remember him answering a phone call and then frantically texting his coworkers. Finally, when time with this mysterious woman was over, I finished the Lorax and I went back home with you. You explained to us this woman was a psychiatrist, and she was just a part of one step in the drawn-out custody battle between you and Dad. You and Dad never made Megan and I take sides. Instead, we served as a means of communication and a double agent between you two. If one parent was doing well, were they seeing other people? Are they happy? If you all weren't, did you actually spend quality time together? How was the visit? The Lorax is about personal responsibilities to the environment. It is about the business mogul, the Onceler, who lets his ambitious drive destroy the environment around him. He destroys the trees to make his product, needs. The Onceler failed to see his greed and impact on surrounding life before it was too late. Growing up, my dad was loving and caring, but he lived to work. Megan and I were left with many more nights with a babysitter. The Onceler looks back on his life and feels compassionate for all of the destruction he caused. Now that Megan and I are 20-somethings and Dad has a 4-year-old with his new wife, he's finally learned how to be a parent. We've had a few open nights crying over the lost time together. He decided to get a job that is less time-consuming, so we have more family quality time. When I look back at the Lorax, I can see how the Onceler became so focused on money and status as my dad once did. But I know I will never make that destructive mistake with my future children. Love, Sydney.